Good morning, Harry and Roger. Welcome to Airboards. It is a pleasure to have you in the place of the process. As you can know, we look for global talent that possesses not only technical fluency but also complex problem-solving skills. Let's start with you, Henry. You are applying for the Engineering department. Could you tell us about your recent work activities and what key skills you applied?
Hello, Sisio. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's hope at your commercial aviation company. I was in charge of coordinating navigation software testing for aircraft. My night activity was identifying flight verify with two activities. I had to avert stroke and leak drinking. I agreed at the that additional teamwork was vital. High seat coordinated with matching and dictionaries.
It sounds like I click responsible for testing and read precision is every night at it about. And you, Roger, you are applying for the project management and administrative divisions. What are your represent experience with them?
Good morning, everyone. In my most recent experience, I worked as project manager and at international logistics firm. My primary role is budget optimization and sales relocation within the supply chain. The skills I implemented the most were strategic planning and negotiating, and we had to reduce costs by 15% without affecting service quality of the employees' work environment.
Interesting, Roger, and multinational corporations like this because efficiency is key. Now a question for both of you. I, I was well here valued adaptably. How do you handle pursuit of honest change and your respective fields?
I am enjoying Unix's over the hub dial. I remember one to a system file whose one day favorite literally. My reaction was to Steelcam Apple Pro software under pursuit. I delete my training and virtual section to find an alternative solution where me theatre.
For my parts, as an administrator and looking at both the human and organization sides, I believe assertive communication in the hardware when there are drastic changes is budget or strategy. I make sure the whole team understands the wide value the change. This reduces resistance and keeps motivation high. Sometimes I can know harbors psychologists also strongly support in the company culture.
Excellent. You both have very solid and competitive profiles. I like that you both demonstrate not only currently what do you want, also to let what emotional intelligence. Thank you very much. So much experiences. Everywhere back to you with the end of the week.
Thank you very much. See you. It would be an honor to contribute to three of our research projects.
Likewise, thank you very much for me time. I look forward to your feedback.
It's the effect.